What's up, you guys? Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Otaku Groove Factory, here on the channel today. If y'all have not seen my Part of Me remix, go check that out. But today we are doing something very interesting here. Today, we are messing around on soundtrap.com, which is actually one of the sites where I first really learned how to hone in and make instrumentals. So if you guys do enjoy this and you do want to see more, just hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell found down below. And yeah, with that being said, let's get this started, boy. And this is for all my brand new producers out there, whether you're going to be doing DJ work, whether you just want to make, simple beats to rap over or whatever. Hopefully y'all do enjoy this. And with that being said, let's get this started. So what we're going to do here is we are going to go in here to sounds right here, that little thing right here. Also, by the way, this is free, and they do give you a free trial for 30 days for the Pro Edition, which you can choose basically any upgraded edition. I chose the complete one, which gives you literally all the bells, all the whistles, every sound that they've got in their library for 30 days for free. So yeah, let's get this started, man. So today I'm kind of feeling in a But today I'm going to show y'all how to do a mix, actually. And what I mean by a mix, I'm going to show y'all how to genre bend a little bit and mix different styles together. So for this round, I'm just going to start off with something very, very simple, like, say trap. Do a trap beat. Just got a simple trap beat, right? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to drag that over to number 5. And then you are going to go all the way over here to not that far over. I usually like to put mine at right about there at the 122 mark, because that's it's a 3-minute, 38-second. Not a bad spot for a drum loop. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into where it says, and I'm doing this ahead of time just to make it easier. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 41 and the 81 mark and split from 41 to 47. And you're just going to split that region and just get rid of that, because that's going to be a fill-in spot. Then you're going to go over here and do the same thing at the 81 spot. Split region there. And then split region there. And then you're just going to get rid of those. So as you can see, we have our 2 spots. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go here and we're going to go into EDM. And then we're going to go beats. Alright, so we're not feeling anything for that. Let's do dubstep. Let's see what we got for some dubstep pieces. Oh, there we go. Alright, let's try this just to see how it works. Nope. That definitely don't work. So what we're going to do is we're going to crank that trap beat up a little bit. This might work. Let me see. Hey, there we go. And then we're just gonna lay that in right over top. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this twice in a row. We're gonna make sure that we have this on the right one. Trap 1, trap 2. It's a very simple process, actually. And then we're just going to fill that all the way across. Just all the way across here. Oh. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to run this all the way through. Reason being, because you get this. And that's how you end up with this. Now, as you can tell, it's playing all the way across. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to place this right about here. Now what we're going to do is we are going to go into here. And then we're going to go into, let's go ambient. Now you're probably thinking, well, why are you throwing ambient sounds into there? You'll see. I'm literally doing a triple genre bend here. Alright, so that doesn't necessarily work. So we're going to go into cinematic. Cinematic's another good one. Now this will fit. Or at least it should. But if y'all are just starting out doing music, like this is literally one of the best ways that you can, you know, possibly start out. Now, I'm showing you examples of different ones so you can kind of get an idea of what ways you can take this kind of drum beat. There are so many directions that you can do it. Like me personally, I would add something like this. Just something simple, light, more toned down. Because you'll eventually end up with stuff like this. Now, there is one important key that we are missing. Well, two important keys. Oh, that might actually sound really sick. That actually does sound good, but we're not going to do that yet. Now we're gonna go risers. Gotta add in a riser. Now you can choose from different risers, obviously. I like using this one just because it's more of a cinema, more impactful, if you will. Now, one thing you're going to want to do is you are going to want to zoom in. Because if you do not have your alignment right, it's going to sound weird. See, right there, perfect. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to copy that and do that throughout all these spaces here. And you want to make sure that your edge is lined right up with this edge right here. Because if it's not lined up, you ain't doing it right. You want to make sure that the peak of your riser is lined up right along this edge. And you just want to do that all the way across. Now, just for simple effect, I do like to add like a little something at the very end here of all my tracks. I like to end it off with like a little like, you know, epic kind of deal. Like at the end you just boom. And then you zoom out and you end up with something like this. Now, we are adding more to this. We are going to be adding more to this, for sure. Now, we're going to add something a little bit crazy here. We're going to go add in a little bit of heavy guitar riff. Now, what you can do, one thing I am going to do is move that down below the guitar, because you're going to end up with this. Now, there's different ways you can go about it. You can do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm going to go here to the Explorer pack. We're going to have bouncy distant guitar. And then we're just going to add all of them into the same set here. And we're just going to add as many as we can. Actually, hold on. I just thought of something. I don't know why I duplicated that. Ah, here we go. Because see, when you do that, you end up with something of this nature. Now, we do have our main guitar, and what we're going to do is we are actually going to copy this. And we are going to paste it right there. No, not what I wanted. Oh, hold up, we just found some. We're replacing this. Alright, hang on, let me redo a couple things here. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to get this lined up perfectly. And then you eventually end up with something like this. But what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of all of these because these two seem to work really well together. So we're going to get rid of those. And we're just going to delete these two up here. It's all about experimentation is what it is. Because if you can experiment and get it down to an art, then you are set. And then you just kind of do this, like, you know, just all the way across. Just making sure that your stuff is, you know, lined up. Just go 1, 2, all the way across until you get to the end. You know, just keep on 1 and 2, 1 and 2 all the way across. Now, what you want to do when you get to this end, you're going to want to shorten this up to where it does this. And then you just want to repeat that process all the way across until you get this effect. Now, what you're going to want to do, if you want to take it up a notch, you can also add in some dubstep wobbles. Like this. And then all you would do is you would just take and you would just run that all the way across, but you would lower it down. But what I would do is I would do like every other one. So like you have 1, 2 guitar, and then on the second one, you just kind of want to do this. And now what I would do if I was y'all on the second one, like see how you got 1, 2, 1, 2? On this one, on the other side, you want to go with number 2. Over here, but first, you want to copy you want to duplicate this. Because what you're going to do is this. You're going to zoom in and you're going to line your drop up with that, just like before. And you're going to do the same thing with this bottom row. Alright, so maybe that's not the best idea. Alright, so what you want to do is this. Okay, we'll do it like this. there is actually a much faster way to do this, which is just by chopping this off and looping it back. But then that would actually mess up your whole process. So what I do is I do this. And see how it just lines up perfectly? And you want to do that one again. And you know, we're going to get rid of this. And then you just want to repeat that cycle again until you get down to about right here, which is where you're going to cut off. All that. Now this you are going to let ride out a little bit. And then what I would do is, yeah, I think that's about right. Now, that is how you put together an instrumental like this. Now, we're not done yet. We're still going to add a storm effect. We're going to add in a storm piece at the very... Actually, not the very beginning. Alright, so it just literally just fits all the way across. Sweet. Now, what you want to do is you want to add in... And that's how you end up with this. So you're literally combining trap, EDM, dubstep, rock, and cinematic into this. Now you do want the range cranked up. And you also do want like a heavier rain. Like that. You just really just kind of want to add in just certain effects just to make it ramped up and that much more cinematic. Especially if you want to go for like a crazier, more broad, very wide, very big, you know, sound. And that's how you end up with this. Now you do want to add a nice little thunderclap. Oh, that actually would sound great over this. So as you can see, we got 4 layers of rain, the storm, the tornado alarm, and then you end up with this. And now you do want to add a thing of lightning as well. Oh, there we go. Now what I would do is just every once in a while throw in like a lightning strike. Like every 2, like if you pay attention to this one right here, the rainstorm, I'd say like every 2 things. So like 1, skip this one, do it over here. Like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something very interesting here. I'm going to align the lightning strike with this so that you get this effect. And boom, there you go. Lightning in a bottle. Now you do want to make sure that this is lined up as well. And then just let that rain just kind of trickle out. Hang on, y'all. Yeah. Hang on, guys. Be right back. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back to finish up this video. I do apologize about that, everybody. I had to handle something. One of my family members was letting me know that there was still pizza left in the fridge. But we're back on the video. I do apologize for the interruption. But what you want to do is you want to take just all these and just, you know, drag them across. And you do want this just like really just scattered throughout. And that's how you make a cinematic dubstep style trap beat. And then you end up with this. But that is how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. Now, you're probably thinking, well, what about the end? Well, let me show you the end. Once you're done putting your instrumental together, this is what you're left with right here. See how it kind of like fades out right there? At the very end right there? Like right here, how it kind of like, you know, fades out right there at the top. Now watch. Let me bring it back a little bit. But that will do it for this tutorial here on the channel. If you guys did like it, be sure to hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell all found down below to keep up to every date with the channel here on Otaku Groove Factory. I'm your host. You already know who it is. Ghostside Sniper. Well, formerly known as Ghostside Sniper. Now known as Otaku Groove Factory, or more or less commonly known as DJ Shadowblade, aka my former DJ name. But with that being said, I love you guys. As always, stay humble, stay positive, keep chasing dreams. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video, man. You guys are awesome. You guys are wonderful. Mwah. Love you guys, and I'm out, y'all. Peace.